Welcome to another video. I hope it will tell you all you need to know. Today's subject is from 2 decades ago. Older than me. Of course, I'm talking about the much beloved alternator / Binaltech toy line that has a cult-like following. I mean, what's not to like? Licensed vehicles, detailed interiors, the fact that these passable scale model cars can transform. It's great. But Hasbro and Takara had different philosophies regarding the line, resulting in all Binaltech releases having painted die-cast metal, like Jazz here, or Meister in this case. I just want to say, what a car. The RXA is not my favorite car out there, but it still is a good looking coupe. Now I know what you're thinking, for the people who know, and I will talk about that later. I just want to focus on the exterior of the car, all these existing lines the designers made use of for transformation whenever necessary. The back is unavoidable, but still, the commitment is great. The details in the lights, both front and back. You got your turning signals, your door handles, brake pads, rubber tires. It's a nice feeling. The fact that steering has a wider range of movement compared to Mirage, like it actually is quite a lot compared to him. It's just all stunning. He also feels quite hefty due to the die-cast metal, a satisfying feeling both my father and I can attest to. And as with all others on the line, if you can open them in real life, you can do so here. Just lift the bonnet up to show some engine details. There is a hole there, but that's for transformation, so that is fine. The boot can also open, like so, revealing no space for the weak shopping. And last but not least, the 4 doors to on each side, they're designed to look like only 2. Now for non-car people, coupes normally have 2 doors, and that's it. Even weirder, the skinny rear one are suicide doors. And as you can see, they open in the opposite direction. While weird, they are designed this way for a practical reason: ease of entry and departure. Quite nice. Doesn't make it less confusing to look at. Moving on from that, the interior of the car is well made. The amount of details crammed into this. I mean, it features a movable steering wheel that you might not be able to see clearly. You can also adjust it, move up and down. Probably for transformation. It also has sculpted in aircon vents and gauges. They've also been painted. Very, very cool. You got your parking brake, your gear shifter, seats, front and back. And about these, I think this is one of 2 cars in the line to actually feature rear seating. It's not much, but still. And they have a unique transformation. It's very, very interesting. Just to summarize my thoughts on this car, this thing can easily pass off as a scale model. That's how good the details are. It's also more incredible once you remember that it can transform. But before that, another nifty thing all figures from the line can do is weapon storage. Mirage had his dual engine pistols that were whack. Jazz has a muffler rifle. Simply detach it and then unfold it like so, and there you go. And it actually looks like a gun. And very nice silver right over here that sort of contrasts horribly with the dull grey. Well, can't do much by that now, can ya? Now let's actually move on to transformation proper. Now, some parts of this are box standard. The front feels very similar to the MP Datsumo's, in how the arms are stored, the way you transform them, the hood itself. Others are unique, like the chest area being a combination of the seats themselves and the floorboards they are attached to. Now that is a cool use of car parts. Overall, it's simple enough once you get the hang of it. The end result? Well, I can only describe it as the generic car body type. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Jazz was that body type. It looks good. But you can also tell that this thing is a product of its time, especially so when you attempt to pose him. He has no elbow swivels to speak of. He does have wrist, so that's nice, I guess. He doesn't have any thigh swivels either, but there is a feet, which might make up for it. And there is some faux angle pivot. I don't know. The range he has is actually quite close to modern day figures. It's just that he is severely lacking some much needed joints. But it did come out in the 2000s, so it is understandable. Another thing that came out from the 2000s, these blocky ass hands. Look at that. Whenever you open these things, they just look so weird. But there is a individual index finger, so that is nice. And he can hold the rifle, you just need to plug it in. There you go, it ain't that bad. And also, I don't know how prevalent it is. I think it might just be my copy, I don't know, but sometimes, well, my copy's right arm just likes to pop out. The left one doesn't for some reason, but then this one, I don't know the reason why actually. But it's very easy to plug them back in, so I'm fine with that. So this guy overall aged quite nicely. My only problems with it are stuff popping out but can easily plug back in, some paint chipping here and there, which is unavoidable as it is painted metal, and some joints not being here, which does limit some poses. But all of them are understandable, especially the last one because 2000s. And for the paint chipping part, well, I got this guy for like $30+, so it ain't that bad. Prices for them are reasonable if you know where to look, and there's a bunch of options for this mode in particular, including a certain purple bot of logic. Binaltech or alternators, plastic or metal, I think having one in your collection won't hurt. And while I hope they'll revisit this concept again, with today's prices, maybe it's for the best. I hope you found this informative somehow, and see you next time.